Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vinay and we like watching anime. My favorite anime is One Piece and that's what we are watching today. We are continuing Kuma's story from his past to the current one, and this is all happening on the Egghead Island in the Egghead arc where Saint Saturn has come on the battlefield, and Luffy is done fighting against Kizaru and they are out of the battle, and Bonnie was captured by Saint Saturn. She is literally in his arms right now, or what do you know, spider's legs maybe, because that's what his fruit is, something like that. But yes, we're seeing all the tragic, traumatic events, right from Kuma's childhood to when he met Ginny, and to when he met to the God Valley incident, then became a revolutionary, became a warlord, gave up he gave up his sanity, his mind, just to save his daughter Bonnie from this disease he had, because world government came to know and Saint Saturn was the one behind her, and we are quite enjoying it at the moment. In last episode, what we saw was Bonnie managed to get out from her house, from the church she has, because Alpha was the one, the CP9, I think CP9 agent, who was not allowing Kuma's letters to come to Bonnie, and she has not heard from her father for a long time. So now she's out trying to meet him. She's out on the sea, and she is, like we know, one of the worst generation pirates. She has an insane ability. She can literally conjure up entire anything what she wants. I don't think she can conjure up. I think she can just make herself become anything she wants as long as she can imagine it. So that's probably the same and one of the most overpowered powers, just like Luffy is. But both Luffy and him and Bonnie are unaware of how to use this power to their full potential. In any case, even without that, her power is crazy. She can make anybody old, anybody young, and nobody even stands a chance against her. And right now, she's just 9 years old. She's not even 10 anymore, and she's already this powerful. So imagine when she actually becomes her age and actually like a young lady, that's when she will become even more terrifying opponents to any pirate out there. But so far, for now, I think this is the episode where we get to see how Kuma meets Luffy's crew in Shabudi, because that's where the situation led up to in the last episode, and we are gonna go down and see what happens next. So come along, watch with me. どんどっとっと、どんどっとっと、どんどっとっとっと、どんどっとっと。Nope, I don't want to see this. Okay, it's fine. That doesn't give out anything. 2 years ago. But where are these people? Nice. Literally nobody else in her crew is powerful apart from herself. Oh. Oh. Okay, so they are spreading some bad reputation. Oh. Nice. Is this the time when Luffy came out? Oh, nice. Nice. 30,000. 30 million. Every time we see Ace, you have to have a smile on your face. Hmm. This should uh, this should tell you how much kids just want the attention that they want, and nothing is in One Piece is just there because it's there. Like she dresses a certain way because she is a kid and she has to act grown up and she doesn't know how to, but somebody's told her this is what adult looks like. She wears the hat from Queen. I think Queen Connie, yes. She wears the hat from Queen Connie so that Kuma will be the one to recognize, oh, that's the hat from Queen Connie. And also, it's the same way Shanks gave a hat to Luffy, but that was probably more meaningful. This is just more symbolic. And also, she wears a ring, I think, an accessory on her cheek, so that her dad, Kuma, and Caesar knows that she's not having the disease anymore. She's not having the she's gotten rid of the sapphire skills. So nothing's there, just purely coincidental. Everything's planned, and that's what I like about One Piece. You have to find out these minute details to understand that everything was meant to be, and not just there because it was a coincidence. See, probably a lot of other things as well, but we will find out more. Oh, Luffy's journey is way fast, you guys. Everybody has a hunch. Ooh, thriller back. Ooh, Kuma can wipe out every one of them. That's my man. That's my favorite character over there. Oh, he acknowledges how strong Luffy's crew is. Oh, I don't think Luffy knows about this at this point. Oh, he's seeing her. Huh? That's Luffy. Yes. If you're looking for the most satisfying moment in any anime, and I mean it, and I've seen lots of animes. You can check out my anime list and the number of animes I've watched. It's probably months and months of animes over there. But the one single moment that has everybody satisfied to their core, without a doubt, is Luffy punching the Celestial Dragon. That was insane moment. And mind you, at this point, Luffy is not even close to fighting an admiral. He will probably get demolished by a vice admiral nonetheless, but Luffy does not tolerate insults to his friends. You can do whatever you want with him, and that's how exactly Shanks is. But Luffy doesn't give a F. And he just went on and punched the Celestial Dragon with full force. And I think that even Bellamy, Luffy showed some sort of mercy because he was just ridiculing the dream of somebody, or that's what it is. But the Celestial Dragon, that might be the hardest punch Luffy has ever thrown in his base form to anybody. And the worst part is, and I'm sorry about this, that guy is still alive. I mean, of course, Luffy didn't kill him, but it's still like he came out of that as if nothing ever happened to him. And that was kind of saddening in watching us through watching us the anime. But like, yeah, I actually wanted him to suffer more. I'm saying it out loud. Yes, I actually wanted him to suffer more. But Luffy, he got away with one punch from Luffy. And if you remember correctly, at that moment, not just Luffy, but his entire crew was ready to throw hands. That's what you should know. How loyal everybody is to Luffy and their friends. So now that we are seeing Kuma, seeing the life of Straw Hats, he's seeing he's pick a fight against world government, he's thrown hands against a celestial dragon, and yes, he's going to help him, but he's seeing that he knows Luffy's true identity. He knows he's Dragon Son. He knows he's become a pirate. He knows he has a good crew. Even himself would be unconscious if he had taken the fatigue. That's how crazy Luffy fought against Gecko Moria. And Zoro, even himself being damaged, took it as if it was nothing. And that's literally what the moment was. Nothing happened. And then he met, like, he can see, still sees his daughter. He sees her from afar, but she cannot see him. That's kind of that's kind of sad. But yes, he's promised that he knows there is a higher power, and if he disobeys, they will just take away Bonney. Uh, that's just the danger out there. So he's just trying to protect her. But I think he has a newfound respect for the Straw Hats because they are doing things that resemble, well, at least Luffy is doing things that resemble to his hero, to Kuma's hero, which is the Sun God, and that's why he kind of has respect for him, I think. Even behind the scenes, he's scheming something. I don't care about that. Man, the world government is just evil. Oh, okay. I don't think he's storing them. I think Vegapunk is smart enough to study them from a distance, but in his heart, he's saving them for Bonney. That's what I think. Because a man that intelligent surely has ways to access Kuma's memories without him being able to extract it and then study it. I think he knows what he's doing. I think he just wants to. He wants Bonnie to know how Kuma is, what his life was before he met her, before Bonnie was even born, how his life was with Genie, how his life was as a pirate, as a revolutionary army, and what he did, what kind of sacrifices he made to save her. I think Vegapunk wanted Bonnie to know her, and that's why he was like, "Oh, just create this copy of memories that you have and store it somewhere so that someday Bonnie will access it." That's what I believe. I think he knew what he was doing because he's a nice guy. You can see he doesn't want to do inhumane experiments. That's he also. By the way, what's that guy? The gas guy. But yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The gas guy. He's also second. He's the only person who's comes remotely close, let's say, to being as smart as Vegapunk, but he has a fruit power, so he's just overly smart. But that guy, the gas gastronomy guy, he was ready to perform inhuman experiments, and that's why Vegapunk was like, "No, I'm not gonna work with you." So we know that this scientist, at least Vegapunk, is a decent being, human being, and he doesn't want inhuman experiments to be done, to be performed. He also smiled his failures, but they produced it anyway and just went forward with distribution as well, and that's why he probably hates Kaido as well. But him operating on Kuma, I think is just a blessing in disguise because he is making sure that Bonnie knows who her father was, what he did for her, and I think that's just commendable and amazing. I like Vegapunk. He's done everything for himself as well, but he also has done for the growth of humanity, for scientific progress, and also saving other people. I think that's really good. And Kuma programmed a mission to himself. Oh, his life is so hard. Oh, oh, oh my God. I need a moment. Oof. So this is it. This is the end of Kumar's journey, guys. Sorry. Wow. First things first. If you've not shed your tears in One Piece, I think you're watching something wrong. Hats off to Toei Animation for this masterpiece of an episode, for this wonderful journey, for this beautiful animation, for this amazing voice actors, the animators, and the writers, the storytellers, the way it's directed, the way it's edited. My God, I did not expect it to be this heavy. But wow, what an episode! And his journey came to an end because now Bonnie knows everything. She knows what her father went through. From a person, from a child of 4 or 5 years, going through slavery, having your parents killed right in front of you, having being the sole, you being captured only because you are part of certain clan, let's say, saving 500 people from God Valley at the age of 9, I guess, meeting Ginny, spending his life growing up with Ginny, getting treating everybody in the Sorbet Kingdom, treating their pain, treating their fatigue, some kind of illness or whatever that may be, continuing on with such a strong mindset, such a strong will. Anybody else, if there was anybody else in Kuma's place, they would have broken down, man. They would have definitely broken down. I'm getting, I cried just watching this journey, and he's gone through it. Can you imagine? His love of the life gets captured, returns back with the disease that's causing her to die. Leaves her child, who's not even his own child, raises her as his own with so much love, and not just from himself but from everybody in the town. Realizes he has the same disease, works his ass off to find the cure, travels everywhere he knows in the world to find the cure, while also doing the treating the elders, while also participating in revolutionary army business. Revolutionary army, let's not call it a business, but revolutionary army stuff, training, teaching, fighting, doing all this stuff while finding a cure. And when you do actually find a cure, you have to go through this unimaginable, inhumane conditions from Saint Saturn to save your child. You're losing your own sanity, your own mind, your own free will, and you will be putting in a self-destruct button in case you go rogue and the government has to shut you down. Wow, I have no words. This is too good, too good of an anime, too amazing of a show to not watch, guys. And that journey, that sequence of Kuma's entire journey that went through it, that was just heartbreaking. For somebody to have gone through so much stuff and still show that much strength and being such a kind, considerate, warm-hearted person he is, he might be. If Zoro wasn't in One Piece, Kuma would have been my favorite character so far. But what a story! What an amazing, tremendous story! And hats off to everybody who has worked together to make this episode come through, and not just this, the entirety of One Piece come through. And hats off to the writer, to the mangaka, to the most amazing person on the planet, Oda Sensei, for coming up with this. And it doesn't end. There's still more. Well, that's what I thought. What did you guys think about this episode? Did you guys see anything that I forget? Did I miss anything? Let me know what you think about this episode in the comments. Let me know what you think about Kuma and his story. And let me know everything. And if you're enjoying this journey, watch along. Check out the other episodes as well. And see you for the next one. Bye bye.